Hello and welcome back everyone to this Warcraft replay and series, of course. It's going to be game 3 of this best of 5 here from the AWL 2017's quarterfinals. This is going to be Moon versus Xixi once again. Yeah, not looking good for Xixi, in fact. The Moon is up 2-0 in this best of 5, so if he wins this, he finishes the series with 3-0 sweep. And Xixi has to win 3 more to at least to turn things around. So it's gonna be really hard to actually have that happen. Xixi has not looked it hasn't looked really good in the past 2 games. It's really weird to figure that this guy actually, you know, qualified the playoffs by winning a group series. So yeah, it's just really weird seeing him play this particular series because yeah, he looks very lost compared to opponent. So anyway, both sides just doing whatever, I guess. Xixi's winning in as the Red Night Elf in the bottom left, and Moon's winning in as the Blue Night Elf in the top right. Both players going for Demon Hunter start, and it seems like they're both going to start out at the Goblin Merchant camp as their first creep camp, I guess. So not much else to talk about. And that's all really. It took like a short break between game 2 and game 3, so I do apologize if I do sound a little drowsy.
Are under attack.
Yeah, I mean, I'm bringing over a lot of wisps now to do this group camp, so is Xixi. Not taking any chances, honestly, and that is at least a good sign. Full 15-second vulnerability potion, as well as the circle of vulnerability for Xixi, and while Moon getting up the greater mana potion, as well as seems like that's it. So, yeah. So the item was the invuln potion, the circlet, and the dust was picked up at the shop. Circlet gets picked up by the Demon Hunter at his own shop. So, yeah, pretty much both sides just getting very similar drops there. Obviously, the item that was kept for Xixi is a lot better than the mana potion that Moon was forced to sell, or at least had to sell, because Demon Hunters don't really need mana potions. Against another Demon Hunter, it seems pretty unwise to have a mana potion, because it just gives you more mana to burn for your opponent. Tier 2 is being progressed by both players there. And Moon is starting to produce his own archers. Yeah, so game 2, haven't really talked about it too much. Xixi kinda lost game 2 because he didn't really produce any archers. So he kinda got screwed with just constantly being pushed by his opponent. And then his opponent just finished him off with just mass archers. Like, Xixi brought so little resistance that it kind of just enabled Moon to finish the game with just archers. Like, it was kind of too late at that point for any dryads and bears to really turn things around, because Moon had so many archers on the field that it kind of really didn't matter. So yeah, that's basically my take on game 2 analysis, I guess. This hold being placed down for Xixi as well as Moon, so it seems like both players are looking to get their double enchantment laws down without any sort of shenanigans, I guess. Xixi going to start out this Ogre Mullah creep camp here. So another Another form of consumable item will be dropped very soon. The Demon Hunter should hit level 3 as well. Ogre Magi is going to drop the Wand of the Wind, so probably not as powerful as an item as Magi could have dropped. I guess it's a good item to keep the Demon Hunter in check on the opposing side. I think you can also use it. Nah, you can't use it on your own units, so I thought you could use it on your units, but I guess I was mistaken. Xixi, which pops out as the first second hero here on game 3. Already burning most of her mana on the creep camps. Probably not too smart on that decision there. Normally, if you're creeping, you don't use that valuable mana, but yeah, the Xixi which actually is doing that, which is a little weird to see. Another circlet gets dropped here. Keeper of the Grove comes out as the second hero for Xixi this time around, so interesting to see, but a little weird to see at the same time as the second hero, because normally keepers are solid second heroes, or maybe even first heroes, if you go huntresses, or at least have some sort of huntresses in your build. Might be a little too weak, or maybe just a lot less impactful as a second hero for double internal walls, I guess.
The player's forces are under attack.
I don't know, it's just my opinion. Keepers haven't been that successful despite you know, pairing unique. But at least, yeah, Xixi will be able to utilize the Keeper when it comes to cheesing these kind of creep camps, I guess. Ogre Lord, good 2 or 3 seconds of running away and then being trapped by the entangle. Ogre Lord will drop the plus 12 claws of attack there, so Demon Hunter huge burst and increased damage. Didn't see what item got sold. The Wand of the Wind definitely got sold. I completely did missed that 6th item. So obviously you guys can rewind that a little bit, because I definitely had the Demon Hunter hover over, but yeah, I didn't actually see which exact item it was. And it seems like Xixi's gonna do the same thing for this side as well. So if he gets these 2 valuable red creep camp items here, things will look really good for him, I guess, because he might be able to pick up an impactful item such as an aura one, or he might pick up another plus 12 full attack there, so we shall see. It is going to be Crystal Ball, however, so yeah, talk about low impact items. So Crystal Ball is not going to be that useful. It's probably even going to be sold, so yeah, a little disappointing there. We could have potentially seen a plus 28 attack Demon Hunter, but instead we are just going to see that Crystal Ball being sold, so yeah, there's that. Level 4 on the Demon Hunter there, as well as level 3 on the Xixi Witch, versus a level 3 and level 2 Demon Hunter Keeper of the Grove combo.
The player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, Moon still a level ahead on his Demon Hunter, despite both the Ogre Lords going over to Xixi. Very interesting, at least. At least the Demon Hunter is going to catch up after clearing out this Rock Golem camp, and he gets the Flute of Accuracy, so plus 10% attack damage on those archers, dryads, and the Keeper itself. Will it be enough against whatever Moon has? So the supply is looking really even. I mean, this game looks, you know, super normal compared to the last 2 games, so we'll see how this turns out to be. First Bear is being quickly focused down by Moon, but it will be preserved back to back to base. Same goes for Moon side, but surprisingly enough, Xixi actually A-commands his low hit point bear into fight again. And yeah, without any Moon Mouse to heal it up, he is just gonna die instantly. Demon Hunter is very close to being killed off as well, but he is gonna pop that 15-second invuln. Keeper is also in a pretty dire situation as well. Not so much for Moon because he does have that Zipline as well as TP Scroll to keep things from actually dying, but yeah, that was very close for both sides, honestly. A lot closer for Xixi because he had 2 heroes dangerously close to being killed off there. But Moon only having his own Demon Hunter, kind of struggling there. I think he could definitely get that Demon Hunter on Zeppelin and maybe stayed a little longer, but he was the one that chose to keep back. So yeah, I mean I guess that was a good retreat for him. It kind of just saved Xixi from certain defeat because yeah, both his heroes at low health and being pushed at his own base, it kind of looked like it was going to end there, but the game will go on for a little longer. Yeah, so far even game once again, except the Moon Walls have kind of dried up for Xixi, so he can't really heal up from that last fight. Meanwhile, Moon, as you can see, his own Demon Hunter is fully healed and has his mana back, so yeah, it's a real struggle for the Demon Hunter Xixi to actually recuperate because rejuvenates keep getting dispelled by those dryads there. Archer being killed off just to remove that upkeep. Mark of the Claw being researched here, so those bears should be able to roar as well. I mean, I don't think there's that many dryads for Moon. He only has 1 dryad, so yeah, the roar buff will actually be able to stick for quite some time because obviously False Magic still needs cooldown, but Xixi actually taking a lot of damage on his Tree of Eternity there and might actually lose it. Those Wisps popped up way too late and the TP score will be used for Moon. He is gonna gap it as quickly as possible. Wow, that was very decisive from Moon's part, and yeah, I mean the oh my god, what? Tree of Eternity actually got burst down so quickly, and those those Wisps actually popped out way too late, so that was just disastrous on Xixi's part. He's actually going to move all his Wisp, possibly for a last-ditch effort, but I mean, he's now... I don't know how well he can actually come back from this anymore, because he's going to be the one going at his opponent's home turf. It's just crazy. I mean, he has no resources to rebuild, so this is exactly why he is going for the last-ditch effort here. Wisps are going to dispel those units, getting rid of the mana pool as well as those buffs. So let's see how well this turns out to be with this last-ditch effort. Scroll of the protection is going to be used on Xixi's side. Once again, further emphasizing that this is going to be one and final push here, and it's not looking good actually. 55 versus 33. 55 is obviously Moon's side, so he hasn't lost that many units since the beginning of this fight. And that is going to be GG. Xixi losing this 3-0 against Moon. Yeah, it almost seemed uncharacteristic, but wow, like Moon just completely outplayed him in game 3. Game 2, I think Xixi just gave those games on a silver platter, and yeah, that's just it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this quarterfinals. The next series, I don't know when it will be, but yeah, just stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.